taken by Alexander. Up top, Soriano hammers it home. Dawes has 3 threes. Give him a 4th. Seton Hall's got the lead. Richmond with 5 with 4. Pulls back, tries a 3. Bullseye! Welcome to the Prudential Center, where we start a packed slate of New Year's Eve college hoops on FS1 with a Big East battle in Newark as the St. John's Red Storm visit the Seton Hall Pirates. It's early in Big East play, and second-ranked UConn leads a pack of 3 unbeatens in the league, while St. John's has dropped 2 straight, and Seton Hall seeks its first league win. And we say hello courtside alongside Jim Spinarkle, Jack Benjamin with you. St. John's began 11-1. They've lost 2 in a row. Seton Hall 0-3 to start Big East play for the first time in more than a decade. 2 teams desperate here today to end 2022 the right way.
Yeah, and Jack, what that win would mean is just confidence.
College Hoops is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. A 10-point St. John's lead on the road at Seton Hall about midway through this first half. Well, tomorrow it's a New Year's Day edition of the NFL on Fox as the Eagles try to clinch a division title when they take on Alvin Kamara and the Saints, or the Jets battle the Seahawks, with both teams looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. Check the local listings for the game in your area only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Let's go inside the huddle with Seton Hall and Shaheen Holloway.
I told you guys it's going to be a physical game. Everybody's reacted to everything that they do. Any this, any that, we all reacted to it. You turn over, just get back. We got to know what's going on in the game. We got to know the plays. We can't go in the game and not know what's happening.
So clearly he's testing his guys. He wants them to be more physical against St. John's. He knew this was going to be a physical game, a defensive type game. When you start looking at numbers, though, points in the paint for St. John's, 10-2, so there's one thing. Seton Hall is only 3 of 14 from the floor. That's a second thing. And St. John's, it's a small number, but 2 for 3 from the three-point line already.
A team that came in at 31.5%, second worst in the Big East. The worst is Seton Hall. Jones can't complete the three-point play. 10-point lead as we roll towards 11.5 to go in the opening half here in Newark.
Yeah, you have to drive by somebody to get things going. This is a big shot for Harris.
Pullback 3 for Harris.
Another guy who's been struggling from long range. No points in 2 straight games.
He's missed his last 11 threes now. Jones in the lane. Good contest there from Trey Jackson, who's come on.
Try to get it down the floor and beat them before St. John's sets up for defense. Nice pass.
Jackson going up, knocked away by Curbelo. You know, Curbelo and Alexander have just unbelievable hands defensively.
And they really know where one another is on the floor. You know, they can cut back on their turnovers, which once in a while causes them some problems. But for the most part, nice backcourt with some activity. Curbelo comes down, and as you said before, a little tricky with the basketball.
Alexander second, Curbelo third in the Big East in steals for a team that leads the conference in that category.
9 a game, steals, big number.
Seton Hall 3 for 15 from the floor. Odie Cali for Jackson. Extra feed for Dawes. And he's got a third 3.
So you keep shooting. Shaheen Holloway and his coaching staff probably got into his head and just said, listen, we need you to shoot the ball when you're open. You'll start making them as he started earlier in this game, and he's going to shoot his way back into it, hopefully for Seton Hall.
A.J. Storr, true freshman, misses, and Owusu the rebound. Mathis connects.
Curbelo with the simple pass again, and that allows them to get into their full court action.
Harris is bumped by Isaiah Naiwi. It's his first.
One of the things that happens, and it's happening a little bit here for Seton Hall on the offensive end of the floor, they know that St. John's is very aggressive on the perimeter. And a lot of times what happens, a team comes down and they stop before the perimeter, and they start thinking to themselves, you know what, it's going to be hard to get something going. So Shaheen Holloway's team has to put the ball on the floor, maybe go by somebody, keep the ball hopping. But see, now it's just going around the perimeter saying, these guys are good defensively. We're not attacking them at all until right here.
Richmond attacks there, and with the left puts it in.
And you get something good off it, so you have to pick up your pace just a little bit to keep them working. Maybe go side to side with the ball, but that was a good execution driving it.
Well, he averaged 22 in their first 2 Big East games, held to 9 in the loss to Marquette. And this from Adewusu, good rebound by Richmond.
Wow, did he get tripped? Nope, he just fell.
No call. Storr, hands off, Mathis the reverse.
Good time to reverse. Fans don't like the no call on that one.
I was going to say, voicing their displeasure a little bit. Pressure in the backcourt again from St. John's. The Mike Anderson staple. There is Richmond. Give him one of the house.
Yeah, when he plays at the top of his game, they're a different team. And comes up hobbling a little bit there. Here's his first drive, the extension off the glass with the left. And then here he goes to the lane, coming out of the lane, I should say. Looked like he was hurt for a second, and he hops back up. And some more action with him, keeping his body going at the other end. Little crossover with the left to right dribble. And walk away with 3.
So Seton Hall back within 8 points. 5 for Richmond in quick succession. Curbell's pass deflected, taken by Harris. Seton Hall wants to push. Harris is open. Another good look.
Another good look and a good looking shot too.
Mathis.
Good recognition by Mathis there, recognizing the lane.
And there's Alexander flying in.
Yeah, and I love the way Alexander throws his body first and then finishes it off second. Nobody gets in his way. An easier shot, but he will take some body contact to finish when he has to.
His first field goal. He's averaging a career low 9.5 points this year. A guy who does so many of the little things. Former Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Richmond looking. And now it is Dre Davis spinning baseline and a push.
Yep, pushing a hold. And we saw Seton Hall go to the blocks early on in this game a few times, and they got away from it a bit. But here's that hold and grab. Whatever you want to call it, it's a foul.
Adewusu picks it up. So Ndefo comes back in out there with Harris, Dawes, Samuel, and Richmond for Seton Hall. Down 9 with 8:32 to go in this opening half. Dawes with 3 early makes from 3, and Samuel is hacked.
Well, he's had a beautiful quick pass right across the board there for Dawes. Delivered it away from Soriano defensively, giving Samuel an opportunity to catch and go with it. Well done.
7th team foul on St. John's. So Seton Hall will be in the bonus rest of the half. That doesn't always mean something great for this team that has really struggled at the free throw line.
That they have, yeah. But I think what Shaheen Holloway has probably said in his last break with these guys is let's try to test the paint a little bit more. Get to the line and hopefully we'll make something.
Tyrese Samuel, native of Montreal, averaging a career-high 10.2 per game and shooting it a career best 70% at the free throw line.
Yeah, 2 straight double point games, 11 and 14 in his last 2.
He's a guy that Shaheen Holloway says he's so nice off the floor. We need him to be angrier on the court. Seton Hall get a stop. A turnover again.
Yeah, that was Richmond who got a hand on it. Careless pass for the post.
It's Harris to the bucket and finishes through contact.
Yeah, and that may help Harris too, getting to see that ball go in. That was a tough drive. Another one like we saw Richmond earlier in this game with the left-handed extension.
Crowd trying to come alive. Down low, Soriano got position on Samuel, misses and tips it up and in.
Not only the first time was it a quick shot down deep, but also how about that second explosion with the tip? He has really conditioned himself very well.
12 points, 6 rebounds already in this first half. And the lead back to 8 for St. John's.
Continue to try to get it down low, pushed out on about 15, now further out.
Samuel working on Soriano and a foul.
So post up a little bit, get the ball going to the basket. And here comes the drive. A big intent. That's a big move here for Harris to see it go through for a bucket.